Hey guys, Rusty coming at you. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get out of order a little bit. I've been running my channel with knives as I picked them up, and I still got a lot of knives that I picked up before this one. This is a Sixleaf SL-18. This video is brought to you by Sixleaf. Sixleaf reached out to me. They got a couple new knives they wanted to be shown, and I said I'd be happy to do it. So here we are. As far as I know, this is their first button lock. It's the SL-18. Comes in micarta, really nice micarta. Has their standard, clip with T8 hardware all the way around, and you got a back spacer there, and it's a button lock, so it works well. Its thumb stud is really what it's designed for, and you can finger flick it, so pretty fidgety. Got good action, got some curvature here. Has a nice blade. I love this style with that top swedge. Excellent sharpening choil, and I can't tell you what kind of finish this is. I'm going to have to find out. So see if we can take a peek. That's a rattlesnake maker's mark and D2 steel. So we'll take it inside, take a look at some more specs on this, compare it to some other knives. We're inside, taking a closer look at the Sixleaf SL-18, their first button lock that I know of. And I wanted to show you guys, take a look at how that button lock is set into this micarta. Looks like it's a free spinning pivot with T8s, and it's also set in there pretty good. Got T8s all the way around. Good micarta. There's your back spacer. And it is thick, and I'm going to show you that here. And it's contoured. So when we take a look at it here, how it's coming down, and it comes down, but still doesn't quite get good, where the thumb stud is. You have to get kind of in behind it there. And after you do that, fires open pretty good. Taking a look at the blade, I do like the way Rattlesnake does his blades. I'll show you another one here. Nice finish, not really sure what this is. Very nice flat grind. Coming up almost to the top, but then when he gets to the top, he does a narrow swedge. So gets narrower here along there. And there's your maker's mark. Trying to get this thing to focus. There we go. Take a peek at this. We can see some milling in here. We got 3 holes on this side and 3 holes on the other side. Now the lockup, there's your button, and when you push it, it gets past there, and what they've done is they've just taken and kind of ground a hole in there. You can see little, kind of like a circle, but it's pretty good. Touch of an up-down play. This one did back off on the pivot, and I did take the screw out and put some Loctite in there. So we got that working for us. Let's take a peek how sharp she comes. And let's go and cut some paper. This is God at his computer. Looks like he's hitting the smite button. And this poor old Joe, he's going to get smited. So, all right, guys. How does this do? That feels very good all the way through. Yep, no hang-ups there. Bring us out a foam peanut. Hopefully not one of those defective ones. Okay. Took a little pressure. All right. Not really picking up to about that part of the blade, but sharp enough. Let's do some size comparisons. Well, actually, I want to compare another Sixleaf knife in case you guys picked that up. And that would be the SL-11. So when we take a look at the difference in the micarta, we're also going to take a look in the difference at the thickness. So it's a little thicker here. And my thinking is, when he pushes this button lock in, you know, I think what's happening there, you need that extra room. So that's why it's a little thicker there. So the SL-11, there's that blade. We got the same thing. We got a flat grind going up here, then that top wedge, and the same kind of finish on those. So that's what we're looking at there. And if I line them up here, this is a very straight kind of a neutral. This has some curvature. Should mention the ergos on this, really good. It's thicker knife, but it tucks into your hand just right. I really do like it. It's just, if you guys like the thinner knives, it's not going to be as thin, but you know, it gets stuck into your hand really nice. I like this one too. This one though, with the micarta, is a little bit slicker. Seems to be polished. Something else from Carrion has got this O knife Drever. This is 154 cm, kind of a harpoon, and doesn't go as high with the flat grind. Doesn't get as thin. We got liner lock on this, but we got G10, and I do prefer this micarta over the G10. So, well, let's keep that one open for you. Take a peek, try to get it lined up there. That's what you're looking at. The Olight has a little more contouring in the fingers right here, deeper. Needs access for the lock bar, so kind of get this one out of the way. And then of course, wouldn't be a button lock comparison if we didn't bring out the Civivi. You can see the Civivi, and both of them have that button. You see how it's recessed in there. They have to form around that. This one's not as thin, so I don't know Civivi what they're using to hold that button in there. Well, actually I've taken apart, and there is a, you know, it is drilled in there, so it's just going to be thinner material. They're using G10 on there. Let's grab a flashlight. See if we can see. Give me a second. So that button lock, of course, sitting on top there. And yeah, they're doing the same thing. Take a peek there. It's got a little hole drilled into the blade here, you know, just kind of a cup. And it's going to hold that. This one locks up real good too. Let's see, old Rusty. Okay, this one always has dropped for me a little bit. It doesn't want to drop at first. And this one also very comparable. This one you can get for 45 bucks. So the difference is D2. Remember, this one is 70 bucks. And that's 14C 28N, and it's a flipper. And we'll take a peek at that. So I'll let you guys decide. Might even give you a close-up here. Kind of got a clip point. Okay. And this has a lanyard hole. Well, no lanyard hole tie on here. So, okay guys, thanks for sticking around.